game where everybody is aware of where everybody else is at all times. So the teams is not as much, the comms aren't as much about communicating information like, oh, this player's down, or this player, this player's low on boost or something like that. It's everyone kind of understands a lot of information at the same time. What you hear being communicated is decisions that, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm like this is my ball. I'm challenging this. I'm going back for boost, and making sure the things that you aren't aware of, what your teammates are doing, are more apparent to each other and helping clarify the moments. But here, beginning of game number one, we're already into it here. Alpine taking the first goal here, Jorby.
Yeah, nice touch from Jordan. That high touch on the corner made it almost impossible for, I believe it was LJ that was up trying to get to that ball on the backboard. Like, he was positioned for a touch a lot closer to the backboard, which is the expected touch from Jordan there, a hard touch closer to the back wall. But instead, he went straight up to the ceiling of the corner, and they were caught off guard completely by it.
Ooh, Kinsey nearly picking up a pass there as Alpine looking to increase their lead. Them again, best of sevens here all day, so got to win 4. LJ win 1 challenge. Jordan taking his time in the air, faking maybe a potential second aggression onto the ball, but out of boost, and I don't think he had a flip reset either, so just a feint in the air. Stall out the enemy team and give his teammates time to set up behind him. Magic Bear now winning the challenge. Toasty is behind him, and it's going to go to Kinsey as well. Goal number 2 here for Alpine.
Oxygen getting caught out a couple of times. Magic Bear couldn't find that touch, but he had Krazik's beat, and Toasty was not expecting it. Toasty positioned for at least a touch from Krazik's to come out. It never happened, and they got burned again.
3:51 on the clock. Alpine looking for a kickoff opportunity here. They're going to push this one onto LJ. We'll get it out to Krazik's on the wall. Now Magic Bear through the sky once more. He's been solid so far here in game number 1. Now Jordan used all of his boost to get it over 1, and nearly drops it in. LJ sends it off the outside. And now the follow-up challenges from Magic Bear and company coming through. We'll see the pass plays from Oxygen, get it back down the field, but a block from Krazik's at the point of contact. See Jordan there. That'll be a moment in the comms where he calls off his teammate. 2 players could possibly go for the same challenge. One of the most important moments to communicate clearly if they do it well.
Kinsey getting bumped off the ball as well, and Magic Bear ended up... Is it mislanding? Is that the correct terminology? I don't even think that's a word. But either way, Toasty will put it in, and Oxygen get on the board.
Toasty gonna work with LJ here off of the touch from Jordan onto the backboard. Nobody gonna be home there to break up that play, and Toasty gonna get his team on the board here. 1-2 in favor of Alpine. 3:04 left to go. It's been an exciting first 2 minutes.
Not exactly how I expected it to open up. I was kind of thinking, Wave, at the beginning of this, a lot of new generation players. Jordan puts in another one. Hang on.
How does he beat the defender here? This is just a straight head-on chicken match between Jordan and LJ, and he just shoots just a moment faster, just being closer to the ball. All the difference there. So he's able to get it past LJ and increase their lead back to 2.
A demo, too, that forced LJ into service to try to make that challenge happen. The fact that he got as close as he was in general, I thought was impressive for him. It was good hustle from LJ, but like you said, just not enough. And again, this is opening up. Opening up weirdly. Krazik's tried to move it around again, but with all of these new generation players, it just has I have that feeling that this could one day be like a rivalry between these 2 squads. They still got a lot to work on, but there's a lot of upside on this pitch right now, and I'm really curious how Kinsey fits in overall with this Alpine squad. It wasn't the move I was expecting Alpine to make, but look early, they're looking pretty good. Magic Bear denied. Here comes again the shot up top off the crossbar and down, and nothing for Alpine. They're not going to get another shot. LJ gets the clear.
Come on, so close on that one. 3 opportunities in Alpine, not able to put in any of them. The defenders getting in the way a few times. But I agree with you. I think this would be a really healthy rivalry for the Rocket League space. Oxygen versus Alpine. But for a good rivalry, Jorby, you gotta have some salty tears victories where one team is really frustrated that they lost and they really want to beat the other teams. So this could be that. We'll see.
That's true. If the Twitter fingers aren't flying, you're not a real rivalry yet, right?
Yeah. If you're not upset that the other team won, then do you really want to beat them? I don't know.
Are you really trying enough?
I'm just really glad everyone had a good time. No, stop that.
Oh, you want to win.
All right. 1:20 on the clock here. Alpine up by 2, still holding off a bit of an oxygen push here and maybe getting another one for the road. No. We'll see Toasty carry it to his corner. LJ through 1, and then Krazix. The back of the third man. The close and kind of overlap LJ. Now Magic Bear looking for a pass to Kinsey. Toasty will go along with him boost to boost. Build a wall, but 1 minute remaining, up by 2. Alpine feeling good with the situation and looking to take game 1. They scored early in this game and managed to keep that lead after Oxygen got on the board.
There's nothing really for Oxygen to look at. It feels like Alpine are just kind of winding the clock down. They got to push here. LJ pops over 1. Oh, quickly. Krazix crashes the box. Gets the pass out to Toasty, and it pops up high in front of the box. LJ getting there across the corner. It's going to die. More time wasted off the clock. LJ collected that corner boost. Here comes another shot. Too light off the crossbar. High up in front of the box. LJ in. And finally, Oxygen collect the goal.
They finally find the shot here. LJ, aggressive push here. He saw the one shot, but LJ is moving up as the second shot is still in the air towards the goal, which is exactly the way you got to play when you're down by 2. If the goal goes in, sure, your positioning literally doesn't matter. If the goal doesn't go in, then you want to be right there to be able to capitalize, as the defenders are still going to be loose. And with 14 seconds left, they're trying to put the pressure on. Now a 1-goal game. Anything can happen. Alpine going to have to play clean defense to take game number 1 on a rallying Oxygen, as Jordan flicks it past him in the corner. First dominance we've seen of the day.
True.
Isaac up on the wall. Jordan will kill it. Clock is expired. Can he just put it into the ground? And he will do so. Alpine Esports stave off the comeback late in game number 1 to take the first one.
Yeah, Jordan's looking real good in that dominance too. Like it's showing off at the end too. Like, look at my car. Look at the design and know it. Know thy enemy, and I will crush you. It's Jordan. But he looked really good in that game. Like Jordan had, it's the Andy effect. If the previous match is anything to go by, just good carries and a dominance, no less. Like those touches were clean and created some good opportunities early, and Alpine didn't have to do much in the second half of that game.
See Alpine Esports continue. Oxygen looking to bounce back in game 2. Now they approach the initial kickoff.
Hard for me to say what exactly Oxygen need to do. I think don't let the ball just come off your backboard for free, and be more cognizant of how Alpine are approaching you on these pushes, because I don't think Alpine are doing anything too crazy. Some of these clears have come.
What is this? Okay, that passing was pretty crazy. Like you're both air dribbling the ball somehow. Like that was pretty cool. As Jordan wins another challenge, he's gonna be low on boost here. Gonna try and get the flick, but look at him just dodge LJ here. He should be easily challenged here, and he will be. Toasty off of the hood there, but love to see the car control there from Mr. Jordan.
It's the Rocket League air show wave.
Yes,
they found a way to make it competitive. It's meta finally.
It's one of my favorite yearly events. Krazix and LJ pass off the ball in midfield. No one's scoring here in the first minute. LJ to try and get Oxygen on the board first here in game 2. Goes now back down to his corner, picks up his boost. Challenge doesn't go his way, but doesn't go anyone's way. Here's the follow-up onto the backboard. Toasty gets it back to midfield for LJ, and it's past the last defender, gives him the fakes, and puts it in there. Oxygen's leading.
I was wondering when LJ would pop out of the wood, and there he is. That's a massive fake. You know that challenge is coming. It comes every single time. Smart from LJ to know that he's got the time to let that ball come to him and make the defender think that he's going to go for that challenge. Instead, lets it drop down right in front of him, gets the catch, and it's a perfect execution for LJ.
Oxygen is going to feel, I feel like this is a breath of relief, or there's like a sigh of relief there, of scoring first in this game after trailing in game number 1 by 2 goals basically the entire time. To have a lead in the series is going to be good for the mental. See if they can hold on to it. Lots of time left to go here in game number 2. Jordan able to dodge the demolition, takes to the sky with this one. Is a neutral challenge out of the second touch. And now LJ and Toasty trying to advance. They'll run it into Kinsey.
And Krazix, way to let that ball come to the corner rather than taking a risky challenge. And LJ forced to do a tough spot on the back wall. He's now tasked with more defense. And that ball's popped up. Oxygen left flat-footed. LJ, no boost. He needs help. Toasty tried to give it to him, but it's taken away again. Kinsey underneath. Got the flip reset, but no power on the pass. And still progressing Alpine. Magic Bear couldn't find the touch, and it's taken away again. Good defense here from Oxygen, but they can't grab the ball. Jordan able to sneak that one out, and finally LJ gets a meaningful clear.
They managed to draw all 3 players over into the corner, and then still weren't able to get the pass. Alpine with a lot of the pieces. Wonderful setups here on offense. Not able to find that last piece of the puzzle. Put it into the back of the net. Across halftime, Jordan's airborne. He's going to spend a lot of boosts just kind of getting back to that after an initial bad trajectory. But it's a pass to Kinsey, blocked by LJ, pinches it off the crossbar. And Toasty now looking for the long shot. There'll be defenders to handle it. And Jordan pick up his corner boost. They couldn't really pick a direction to go. Gets bumped off the ball. And we'll see Toasty, LJ, and company have to fall back now. Kinsey getting bumped in enemy territory. That'll leave just one player back. It'll be Kinsey after he adjusted at midfield and quickly rotated back around.
A lot of good adjustments from Alpine to keep Oxygen from moving forward. Just when you think Oxygen got the pass to sneak through Alpine's defense, they're able to commit another player. Here's Toasty. He's got a little bit of boost left, but the defender is too strong, and they get the clear downfield.
My goodness. We see Kinsey take a shot. Toasty off the wall. Krasix setting up LJ. Picks up ball control. Kinsey's going to try and zone him out here. Look at Kinsey just match him wheel to wheel the whole way. Just had a wall in front of him the whole time. This shot might still be good. Oh no, just going to be barely wide. Kinsey nearly turned that one into a goal on the other side. 1:07 left to go. Oxygen Esports scored early here in game 2, and then the scoring stopped for everybody. Alpine still yet to get on the board here despite numerous opportunities. Here comes another one as they're going to try and put the pressure on, but Toasty meets the ball at the point of contact. Oxygen relying on their challenges, and it's been strong. Krasix nearly hits the changeup at the very last moment, but here comes Magic Bear on the other side of the field. Toasty going to block that shot. Here's Jordan in the air trying to get it through another one, and Magic Bear picks up control with 30 boosts left to go. He's going to run out as he hits the ceiling. They're through 2 of the defenders, but Toasty has none of it, all the way back down by himself. 30 seconds left. Oxygen Esports holding on.
Wow, great defense from Oxygen, and another shot blocked this time. It's free for LJ to take. Pass in front of the box. Toasty can't get the shot, and it's taken away. But Oxygen's defense had them hold firm for, what, a minute total on the blue half, and they just prevented them. Hang on, Alpine. They might have a chance, but another hard clear off the backboard, and a complete win in midfield from Krasix. It doesn't even matter. That was awesome from Oxygen. But wait, the fakes. Here's Kinsey, and it's off the ramp. Krasix trying to get back to it. Kinsey's not done. Krasix isn't either, and the ball's still in the air. Jordan twirling up over LJ, and LJ smacks it back to midfield, and it's finally dead.
Finally back down. They got a few lucky bounces there, but there was Oxygen players in the way to meet the ball every time. Oxygen, 1 goal, good enough here. LJ putting that one in, got himself a hat trick, or got himself 3 shots, and then also a savior medal here in this game. So excellent performance from LJ. Completely shut out 6 shots there from Kinsey, none of them finding the back of the net. And a donut shop here from Magic Bear, not able to put anything on the board.
That poor Alpine fell to the old strategy, death by 1,000 challenges. Just no matter how hard they pushed on offense or tried to collect boost or tried to starve Oxygen were able to grab a corner or sneak some small pads from them and give them just enough to be in the right spot on the backboard. LJ especially had hard touches off the back wall that were hard for Alpine to quickly respond to. They had to adjust consistently. There were several times when you were commentating, Wave, where you were like, all right, he had to adjust in midfield for that one. It was always Alpine having to adjust despite being on offense. So Oxygen did a great job in that game of keeping Alpine's chances to a minimum despite the amount of time spent in the blue half.
There's LJ now on the beginning of game number 3. The Oxygen begin on offense through 1. See Krasix trying to hold down a defender. Having none of it. Jordan now trying to flip into an empty backfield. LJ with more momentum will overlap him. Now flipping it past the midfield line. Over the outside, still 30 boost to work with as he'll look for defenders here. Finds a bump onto Jordan. Is it enough? The shot is just off the post. Every other piece of the puzzle there for Oxygen, but they couldn't put the shot on target.
Oh, it's been pretty dead in the first minute. No one really able to grab advantage, although that's a good challenge from Toasty. But again, good positioning on the back wall from Alpine. And Toasty's forced to go in an awkward path, but he finds his way to Krasix. Krasix got the double, but it's saved by Magic Bear. He was tracking that play the whole way, and Magic Bear gets the clear out. Jordan, a light touch, but he's out of boost. LJ, hard double. Here's the shot blocked at the point by Magic Bear again on defense.
Oxygen have just been on offense the entirety of Game 3. Little moments here and there of Alpine breaking out down the field, but then right back into the box again. Here's another shot. This one just high once more. Follow-up not going to happen as Jordan gets in the way. Does he have enough boost for the counterattack, though? No, he doesn't have anything in the tank. His team will try to clear up to him, but Toasty picks up ball control at midfield, dribbles across to dead center. Now LJ with a touch. Krasix here to try and beat Jordan. Jordan gets it past him. It's only one player in the back here. Toasty manages to get up onto the backboard quickly and get the ball back to midfield. Wonderful efficiency there from Toasty. As Magic Bear demolished in the midfield will set loose Kinsey and Jordan to try and be aggressive. Now here comes Magic Bear off the respawn. Back in.
Good challenge from Jordan. Could have been a really quick transition for Oxygen. Instead, Oxygen have to fend off more awkward challenges in front of the net. And look at this from Magic Bear. He got it across to Kinsey. Excellent work from Magic Bear to put Alpine on top.
They finally find a moment on the wall without a defender challenging immediately. LJ had dismounted, which gave Magic Bear more options. The defender there being in the air locks him into 1 point of challenging. Able to take another path, connect with Kinsey. And Alpine Esports, the first to score here in game number 3. 1 goal was good enough for game number 2. Can the same hold here for Alpine in game 3?
Oh, he got the dump out. He's got the shot, maybe. Oh, goodness. Everyone just got crashed in front of the box. It became a scrum. I wasn't sure what was going to come out of it.
That was one of those moments where the ball is right there next to the goal, and yet there's still really not a shot. There's 3 defenders just standing in front of it in various ways, shapes, and forms. There's LJ lofting to his teammate. 2:09, we've crossed halftime. Can they find the equalizer?
Again, Alpine's backboard defense has been clean, man. Look at this, Jordan again. No chance. Oxygen, no matter how much they test this, they get 1 good touch against the corner about 2 games ago, or at least, well, not 2 games ago, it was just last game. But they only held on to a 1-goal lead. That one's off the crossbar and it bounced out. Oh, Oxygen just got robbed. And the teammate, or it was LJ who got the demo. His shot was blocked. And another one from midfield. Krasix just tried to keep the play alive. LJ off the backboard and taken back down by Kinsey. Toasty slows it down, but it's Alpine who get out of the way.
You know, Jordan is excellent in the midfield. He's using the dominance so well to win these 1v1 challenges. The problem is every time he gets past the midfield line and he's beaten the challenger, he has 0 boost. He doesn't have any way to really continue on with this solo domination that he was doing. He's having to use so much resources just to get the ball out of his half. And right now you got the lead. That's good enough, but still you want to find that security, and he's had so many good opportunities. If he can find a way to manage the boost slightly better, we could see a completely different game. Final minute though. Game 3, next, the winner of this game takes the lead in the series.
Well, LJ didn't have any way forward in Alpine's defense, so he was forced to take the ball to the corner instead of just putting it right in front of 3 defenders. Now a turnaround shot on target. Magic Bear throws through the demo, and it's off the back wall. It wasn't even close. It didn't even hit the post, and Alpine could have had a 2-goal lead. Instead, Krasix pushes it back downfield.
Both teams having these moments where they completely dismantle the defense, and oh, what a save! Magic Bear diving across his box, denies the equalizer. 28 seconds left. Oxygen, so many opportunities in this game. I can't wait to see their shot total at the end of this, and yet none of it going in. Toasty passing to a teammate in the corner. Krasix is back out to LJ, back down to Toasty, extended to the goal. It's just too high. 12 seconds left. Can Alpine hold? They've got the air dribble down the field, and it's past 1. LJ in the corner will pick up his boost, but the challenge goes neutral and to his disadvantage. 3 seconds left. He's got the dribble. Can he hold on to this? 3 players in the way. Magic Bear puts it into the ground, and Alpine Esports will take the lead.
Well, that one hurts if you're Oxygen. When you were that close, the ball was halfway in the net. And it just doesn't go in. Alpine's backboard defense, back wall defense, defense. That was the name of the game for Alpine.
11-5 the shot differential there as Oxygen Esports doubled Alpine's offensive output, and yet had nothing to show for it. 1-goal games so far in games 2 and 3, each team taking one apiece. The little moments where the ball is slipping through the defense, huge difference makers here in what has been a very defensive series.
And I love the creativity from Oxygen. It's not. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. I thought that shot was coming harder, but Toasty flicks it out.
Yeah, no, Krasic's able to dodge the demolition. Able to stave off an early kickoff goal.
But I was saying that, I mean, it's not for lack of creativity from Oxygen's side. I just think Alpine's defense are playing that good. It was just as good as Oxygen's defense played when they beat Alpine 1-0. Now look at that! Jordan putting in the first goal for Alpine.
No, Jordan picks up the. If I'm seeing this correctly, this is a horrible pass. Krasic's, yes, literally trying to play this upfield, actually puts it behind him and passes to Jordan. No assist on that play for Alpine Esports, as Krasic's was the assist here.
Now, I'm trying to think of watching Alpine in the past with Percy, and looking at Kinsey, you have to compare it a little bit. Oh, the double almost found its target. I just feel like everything has been clean for Alpine on defense, and it's hard for me to say how Kinsey compares to Percy, but they look more consistent than they usually do, and that shot blocked. And Toasty couldn't even find the touch. Oh my goodness, Oxygen forced back on the defense.
That was such a good shot, and what a block too. And then the follow-up to find the wins on the challenges. Alpine playing so hot in their back third, despite Oxygen finding the accuracy they were lacking in game 3. Now some more pressure on the other side, though. Oxygen finally slip one through here and tie the game.
Toasty finally finding some headway against Alpine. That little bounce off the corner gives him the perfect spot to do it. The defender, there's no chance you're beating Toasty to that play. You have to be already screening across the back wall. And Toasty was just in a fortunate spot for that bounce. And Oxygen definitely needed that one.
Both players bamboozling each other in the corner.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsies. Here's a Magic Bear. Long booming clear. And LJ will dismount the wall, counter it himself. I can do that too, he says. Now the catch. Insane. Lose control. Jordan past one. Magic Bear's up for it. It's putting it towards the goal, but he's going to run into LJ again, who keeps this one on the ground. Kinsey wants to challenge, but then has to fall back. LJ's just got too much speed, and LJ and the wave dash to recover, to maintain his momentum as he changes direction. I've seen him do it a few times this series. Beautiful solo mechanics.
Yeah, LJ has always been a solid mechanical player, and even setting up Toasty there. Alpine's defense still. You can't break through them. It doesn't matter if you can pinch it off the corner. You can set up an awkward play in front of the box. Doesn't matter if LJ gets the double because he can't put it on target. And then Magic Bear gets the clear out to the side. Toasty shot on target again, and LJ's there to punch it in. Oxygen finally collects.
Man, beautiful infield pass here. LJ just waiting for it. It's Toasty. They give it to him. Oh, right in front of the box here. And honestly, the shot needs to be happening the moment the ball crosses the box line. You give Alpine any amount of time to think about this one here, and it's going to be blocked again. Their brilliant efficiency as Oxygen Esports take the lead, looking to tie the series. Last one. Cross halftime here. Magic Bear. In enemy territory, Toasty now out the outside. Double commit on offense, but Magic Bear able to win the challenge. Now follow-up touches here. Oxygen flying back down the field.
Sorry, I'm not sure if LJ got bumped, but it looked like he just flew forward like he was expecting a different trajectory, and it looked just a little silly as he was trying to go for that pass, but Oxygen really tried to send that one flying down the field.
Oxygen have been keeping the pace on this ball. Magic Bear's up for it, somehow beats LJ there. But Krasic's with boost will beat old Magic Bear back to the ball. Alpine bringing more pressure as they're slowly working this ball deeper and deeper into the blue. Jordan with a touch there. Magic Bear will keep it soft again. Krasic's not really just bamboozled by the changeup. Now here comes the follow-up, and oh no! Just drives past the ball.
That's not how you want that one to work. Hang on though, Magic Bear's got the flip reset, and LJ's there to block it. Close one.
Oh, and he lands so cleanly to dismount, get back out of the goal. Here's Krasix, or Kinsey, excuse me, through one.
This is tense.
Yeah, back and forth, and Alpine just threatening for minutes on end here as Jordan onto the backboard. LJ to pick this one up and manages to dodge demolition on his transition onto offense.
And a good push from Jordan. But it's that clear is so hard every time from Oxygen. Alpine like to get this stuff set up, but then, I mean, Oxygen just don't give them any time to set up in the blue half. It's always a hard clear, and it's LJ about 80% of the time getting that hard clear. This time, it's going to be Krasix, and LJ's there to challenge it again. It's Oxygen playing the same defense that Alpine did in the last game, and we're just trading defensive performances off. And it's still even. It's just that one ball sneaks in, one more ball sneaks in than you wanted to, and that's how close it's been. This has been such a tight game.
18 seconds, well, 15 seconds now. Alpine Esports holding on to a 1-goal lead. Here comes the pressure from Magic Bear. The shot is on target. No, it's just wide again. The crossbar going to deny, the post rather going to deny as Jordan's going to try. In the final 4 seconds, ball taken away from him, but Kinsey's up for the challenge. Demolition into goal. Kinsey keep it in the air. Toasty gets up for it. Krasnik's up for the challenge as well, understanding they have to meet this ball at the point of contact over and over, and they do so. Oxygen take the winning game forward, tied up at 2 apiece.
I said it was going 7, Wave, and
you did.
I think it's going 7.
7 too, dude. It is literally back and forth, 1-goal games every time. This is such an even matchup. We said this was the match we were most excited about in the bracket, and it is absolutely paying off here. Still, we are 4 games in. We don't know who's going to win.
I have no clue. Both teams are putting on solid defensive performances, and it's come from a few quick shot plays that have gotten one team past the other. You remember it was what the LJ to the Krasix to LJ connection right in front of the box. How about that one right there off the backboard? Toasty, not wasting any time, getting on the board.
Where's Alpine? What am I doing here? Oh, there's a miss, and then LJ behind Jordan. Jordan just doesn't have any boost. Jordan doesn't have any boost. This has been a problem for Jordan throughout the series, not being able to find the boost. But here, a Magic Bear, I believe, is called Player 7 for this game.
As opposed to Player 6. Yeah.
We're wondering who 7 is. That's Magic Bear.
Well, what's the, I wonder what the magic is behind the 7. 7 is a lucky number. It's true.
What's the magic behind the bear? Is he like a warlock or?
Well, it's not about the magic behind the bear. It's just about the bear being magical, right?
Yeah.
He's inherently magical. Like the bear didn't receive its powers from like the tree god.
The bears could just be magical,
Yeah, just a magical bear.
Yep, that's
just magic bear.
That's the full explanation in Jujutsu Kaisen for Panda. What? He's a panda.
It's just a magical bear. Deal with it.
For sure. 4:10 on the clock. We'll start talking about Rocket League again. I'm sorry, chat. Oxygen Esports holding on to that 1-goal lead. And now, is it gone? Is it gone? Oh my gosh, Magic Bear trying. Kinsey here over to Jordan. Oh, so close there. That ball was tantalizingly close to an equalizer. Now LJ looking for Krasix. Back down the field. It'll be Kinsey to get in the way once more. Now Alpine with a long clear here. Jordan into this corner, and it gets touched by LJ to the caddy to the other corner, the lateral side of the field. And they'll continue just to keep this ball away from Alpine. And honestly, it's been 1-goal games the entire series so far, except for game number 1. The last 3 games have been 1-goal games. I feel like Oxygen's like, oh, we got the 1 goal, cool. We're playing keep away and burn the clock at 3:30 already.
Oh, and another hard clear for Alpine, but they actually have no chance. Wait, they got the chance. Toasty poured clear, and they gave it right to him. They gave it to him twice. Toasty was dead to rights in net, and then 2 weak shots in front give him a chance to get out of it. And now look at this hard clear. It's forcing Kinsey up quickly. Can he make the touch? That's not the one he wants. Caught and cleared. Toasty almost punished them, but now Oxygen got to try again.
In defense of the second shot straight at him, it was through a smoke screen, which just makes everything, it's hard to know, is he moving, is he not? It makes it difficult for the defender and for the shooter in that situation, but it still is better to shoot somewhere else. As another shot comes through, 2 defenders up for that one, well, conserving their whatever little boost they have, making that stop. 2:40s, we're approaching halftime here. Alpine Esports, they were up, and they had the lead, they had the 2-game lead early, and then Oxygen rallying back, and now threatening to take match point here in game 5.
Good challenge from Kinsey. Oh, I think he prioritized the boost there, but he also did get chipped. Doesn't matter. Jordan, look at him muscling his way forward for Magic Bear. Excellent work by the whole Alpine squad.
It is they don't lose a challenge here in this entire series, just constantly through every single player. It's like Oxygen was just these little balsa wood walls they had to knock down as they got the ball into the goal. As they tie that one up cleanly here, Alpine not going quietly.
Not at all, but Toasty gives himself some space. And there hasn't been a lot of that for Oxygen. Been shut down, and while the clears have still been pretty good, this has been pretty difficult. Krazix getting around to LJ, and LJ actually finding a way through off the backboard. Toasty's there, and Oxygen would love to commit, but there's no boost in midfield. And Krazix is going to get burned for this. Can he get back to the ball? No, Magic Bear's going to punish, and he scoops the ball back out to the far corner. Krazix happy to let that ball roll to the opposite side.
142. See the player go through one. Now Kinsey on the wall here. Trying to get through another.
Another miss. They got to be careful with those. Jordan's been clutch behind the ball.
Oh, so close. With 124 on the clock, this game literally so even. As they're looking for the bump here, oh my goodness, Kinsey, he had the right idea, but even if he got the bump on LJ or the demo there, it wasn't going in. Accuracy there from Alpine, hurting them again.
And I don't know how many chances they're going to get either. Oxygen's back, their defense continues to be clutch, and Toasty has a good look. LJ underneath, and oh no, it's out! Somehow pulls off a miracle! Some help from Oxygen! Wait, fuck, what happened?
That was incredible! His ball was halfway in the goal like 2 times, and Kinsey's like just in front of his box with the goal. The ball. He's like, oh, I guess I'm going this way now. 40 seconds left, still tied up. And Oxygen gonna be frustrated if they don't win this game after being that close. How does the defense get in the way? I need the full slow-mo breakdown.
A couple times over, because I'm still reeling from that. I'm not sure how that wasn't in the net. He was too for LJ. Yo, Jordan, why are you so good? That was great.
You're very good. Very good at this video game, Jordan, now down the field. With Krazix trying to stop him. It's above the goal, and it's in. Kinsey followed the play, wheel to wheel, the whole way down. Just watched it evolve here. And again, the challenges in the corner, paying off for Alpine.
It's just smart from Jordan. You take the angles that put the ball in front of the net. You don't try to push it forward too hard. You just try to play against the flow of the way your opponent is going. Use his car against him, or just don't use his car at all. In this case, Jordan just let the ball sit, and it bounced right over the defender. Oxygen left asking some questions because they only got one game. Otherwise, they're out of the tournament.
My goodness. Alpine coming back to life in a game that, honestly, I thought Oxygen was going to be able to hold on. And after they scored that first goal. But here, 2 goals. Kinsey and Magic Bear putting them up. Jordan getting the assist on both of them there. 5 shots to 10 here as Alpine. Slightly more productive, or twice as productive there in the offensive department. Man.
There was a little bit more offense, wasn't there? I mean, I was still thinking about that game, and I'm trying to think of if there's any like real flaw that was getting picked on for Oxygen, but I can't say. I think the worst thing you could say about Oxygen is that they weren't able to really develop opportunities in the orange half. And again, that's just credit to Alpine's defense. They create consistent, threatening transition opportunities, but the defense has just made this game awkward to handle whenever the ball gets in front of the box.
Yeah.
It leads to those weird plays we saw where like 4 cars are, hopping on top of each other trying to get the clear in front of the net.
Yeah, and then both of Alpine's goals came off of very, overwhelmingly won challenges in the corners. We saw Jordan on that final play. Oh, but here comes Krazix in the beginning of Game 6, putting in another one there. Oxygen again back on top. Can they hold on this time?
That one just fell off the sidewall, and it was perfect for Krazix. The mishandle on the corner is all that one chalks up to be for Oxygen. 1 goal.
We'll see how Alpine responds. Can say past 1. But as I was saying, Oxygen's, if there's like a mistake, quote unquote, that Alpine's been punishing, it's just been playing better in the corners in the 1v1 challenge department. And I can't talk about this point because Oxygen continues to score. What a goal. Look at this placement.
Hey, you can't talk because Toasty's sick, dude. Look at this.
Look at that.
Perfect.
Hey,
those are the types of flip resets you try to drill in free play consistently. And you hit them in free play, right? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to nail that in a game. And then he just hasn't had many opportunities for him, but he got that one.
He used it right away. Just saying. This seems to be a consistent trend between good flip resets and bad ones. Oh, and another shot there, Toasty. This one going to get denied by Jordan, sent away. 4:03, only a minute in, and Oxygen's already lighting up the scoreboard in the most offensively aggressive game we've had of the series.
I feel like you could put that on a t-shirt. Use your flip reset.
Use your flipper. Just use it.
Only really applicable
don't overthink it.
0.2% of players will understand this reference, but
especially to put it on a t-shirt. People are like, what in the world is a flip reset?
Yeah, you maybe go to a future Rocket League LAN, and those people will understand what you mean, but nowhere else.
Toasty off the wall here. Got LJ underneath him, and Magic Bear get in the way. Intercept to the midfield, and then wins the challenge again. Krazik's the outside now. A bit more space to work with. LJ on the infield pass gets blocked at the point of contact. Magic Bear through one. Toasty's going to try and stall this one out. Manages to hold onto the ball and win a second challenge here. Toasty doing work to give Oxygen Esports more opportunities to extend this lead.
LJ's doing a lot of work to keep that ball away from Alpine. Krazik's as well. Moving the ball down the field. Toasty picking up some demos. Really, the whole former Jabari squad is getting it done in Oxygen Esports attire. Toasty ends up passing it right to Alpine, but that's not the touch you want. If you're Magic Bear, Toasty gives you a gift like that, you better slam that ball.
Jordan off of his backboard here. His control goes for the air dribble. And again, he's going to cross midfield line, though, and be out of boost. His teammate picking up control on the outside. Toasty takes it away from both of them now towards an empty goal. Gets covered up. Magic Bear off the wall, dismounts, and takes the control away from Oxygen Esports. We've crossed halftime. Alpine yet to get on the board, but we saw them score 2 goals in the second half of Game 5. We'll see if they can replicate that same sort of success here. Problem is, 2 goals only good enough to equalize, not good enough to win in this situation. Alpine on match point here. A win in Game 6 sends them through to the semifinals. If Oxygen's able to take this, we go to a Game 7 for the first time here in North America.
And Toasty, in particular, has been feeling really good. He was expecting a touch from Magic Bear, but he got fooled. And that one off the crossbar. Is there going to be another shot for Alpine? Popping it up over one, but LJ's off the back wall. No, never mind. He's beaten. It's open. In the air. Into the net. Alpine split the lead.
Oh, I'm glad to see them finally score that because, man, I really wanted the shot from Kinsey after the fake to go in. It felt wrong that there wasn't a goal for Alpine here. So Magic Bear able to right the feng shui of the universe and put that one in. 1:40 left to go. Alpine with a brilliant push. Send one into the Oxygen back net, and now looking for one off the kickoff. And they'll get denied here, and that bounce is very difficult to deal with, but here comes Jordan in the midfield. The outside for Kinsey. Toasty will neutralize this play. Magic Bear to close on this one. It'll be the first one to the ball. Bounces it over one, and LJ takes it away from him, setting up Krazik's through the air. LJ, so effective on offense and defense this entire series. Went for the slow play, but Jordan's not going to fall for it. Now the follow-up shot is off all the woodwork and out. Oh my goodness. Here's Jordan trying to stall this out, see if he can somehow salvage this play, but no, it is done and dusted. Back on the counterattack. Here's Oxygen to put it away. 58 seconds left. The counterattack is good.
What was this like? This is a whoop-de-whoop here. What is this? It just goes underneath him. It touches. Toasty, you weren't going for that. Don't even tell me you were. No.
Wild.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, dude. That's not cool. That's not cool, Toasty.
You know what we say for Oxygen Esports?
Yeah.
We'll take those. Thank you very much. Here's LJ. Trying to extend this lead again. Toasty. Under one. 47 seconds left, and Alpine Esports got their work cut out for them. They got to find 2 goals here very quickly against an extremely salty defense. Oxygen has yet to be... Oxygen has just been so clean. They've allowed 3 goals 1 time this series. That was Game 1.
Well, and I mean, where I felt Toasty was pretty quiet early on, like this has been his game. Toasty got that flip reset goal to open the scoring up for Oxygen, and then created some solid opportunities for LJ and Krazix, and overall and then he got that last goal. LJ underneath gets the flip reset, but Toasty coming alive in a big way here in Game 6.
He did, absolutely. And then you'll see Oxygen just burning time off the clock. 4 seconds left, down by 2. Not going to happen. We're going to Game 7. The winner advances to the semifinals.
I don't really know what to say for Alpine here. The defense has been pretty solid. You got to find a way to consistently get these challenges. Apparently, if you give Oxygen any space on offense, it's just going to be pass, backboard read pass. Oh, you guys are all out of boost. Well, have fun sitting on the back wall while the ball goes in your net. That's been what Alpine has been contending with, and Toasty really just popped off. All credit to Oxygen's offense. I still think Alpine are playing a really solid game, but there are definitely some times where the clears aren't as solid, but you really can't ask a team to be perfect 100% of the time. It's impossible to do in this game, and I feel like Alpine are putting up about as good of a game as you can, considering how good both defenses have been.
4:47 on the clock in the final game between these teams, and Jordan gets us started off early. The bunny dances, and Alpine's up first.
That's why you really can't count them out. You catch all of Oxygen on the right side of the field as Alpine push down, and that's easy to burn. Jordan in midfield for an easy pass, and Alpine get the first goal.
And they hold on. Here's LJ. Excellent kickoff start. Magic Bear getting demolished on the follow-up, and here's the counterattack. Krazix gets the block and a big demolition onto Jordan to block the follow-up attempts. Here's LJ with a flip reset over the top. What are we doing? Tied up 30 seconds in.
We're giving space. We're demoing players, and LJ's got all the boost. Magic Bear just has to sit and watch, and he's creeping up the whole time, and he just doesn't ever get a chance to respond to it. He sees LJ the whole time. He's got to know he's going to go for the flip reset. Does he think he's just going to push it forward? But you saw Magic Bear just creep up slightly. And that little creep up puts LJ right over his head. And that's a tough spot for Magic Bear to be in. You never want your defender to be the only guy back, having to play a 1v1 against a guy with a full tank of boost and the whole field to clear.
Yeah, that's a bad recipe. I don't want to eat that. Here's LJ. Krazix underneath him. And Jordan's just going to get past the whole team. Toasty having to go for the back carry and say, you know what, I'm going to carry it across my own half. Go away, Jordan. And Kinsey's on the far side to meet him. Here comes Alpine. Jordan up for it again. He's going to have trouble getting control of this, but manages to get it past Toasty, get a bump on LJ, but no, LJ holds it, keeps his wits about him, bumps the ball, and now this one dropping dangerously. Jordan's going to try. Toasty gets it away. Holds on to control, picks up midfield boost, takes to the sky here. He's got 2 defenders in front of him and a player to pass to as well. He's going to go for LJ, but it was kind of a handoff rather than a pass, and made it pretty telegraphed for the defenders to read. 3:33 left to go. Tie game in Game 7.
Yeah, I think Toasty was hoping that a defender would bite on the initial carry, and as soon as he saw he had the space, he came down, but by the time the defenders realized it, they knew that, like you said, pretty easily telegraphed and scooped under here for Oxygen.
LJ through the sky. He's got a player on the backboard to work with, but he's going to be on the backboard himself. Toasty out through the sky. See Jordan go for a clear. LJ tries to stop him, and they'll run to Kinsey now with Jordan in front playing the linebacker. Now Kinsey down through the field, just bunny hopping players left and right. The ball will bounce loose, and LJ picks it up, passes infield, and then gets the ball back himself. 1-2-1, trying to go for a shot, but Jordan is in his shooting lane and takes it to the corner.
It's a tough position.
Oh, they're so close here as Oxygen's trying to gain that lead back. They've fought tooth and nail to get to this Game 7. It'd be very frustrating for them if they weren't able to make it worth.
Pretty fitting, though, that halfway through we're tied up in a low-scoring game. Yeah. That's really been the story of this series. It's just excellent wall defense, back wall defense, and great transition opportunities. For example, Toasty, he lost the ball this time, but has overall been pretty solid. Light shot turned away.
Oh, a bump on the Kinsey too will give LJ some space here. He's going to try and get back. He's got the flipper set off the ceiling, but he's not going to have the proximity to the ball to be able to use it. Toasty's shot is wide as Krasix and Jordan demolished each other. Momentary 2v2. Both back lines going to be strengthened on those respawns. Now onto the backboard. No one's home. Here's the follow-up from Kinsey. It's going to be good. Alpine's got the lead with 2:01 left to go.
This was an awkward play for Oxygen. It's just a mistouch from Krasix. He tries to go to the far side of the ball rather than crashing into it from the inside. And so he's just late by a product of that, trying to get head onto the ball, and then it leads into a bad challenge. The rest of Oxygen are still rotating back because that was off of a broken play from LJ after he let the ball down. So Oxygen end up getting punished for it, and for a free net, Alpine will absolutely take advantage. Here's another one. He slips it in, and Kinsey has put Alpine up by 2 late in Game 7.
Look at Kinsey go, finding the shots as they're made available to him. LJ demolished by Jordan. The gates thrown open, and Kinsey walks right in. 1:47 left to go. Alpine Esports, a minute and 47 seconds away from the semifinals.
Still time left for Oxygen. This kickoff is a great start. Oh, Toasty, he tried to cause some havoc there in front of the goal line. You like that idea. They're going to need that creativity in this final minute and a half.
There goes Kinsey. More pressure as Alpine's now they're putting the pressure on Magic Bear. He's up for it quickly. Oh, he had the half flip just to get back into the goal. And he's having to attack that ball from over his shoulder. Magic Bear with a quality save and giving his team more opportunities now to extend their lead yet again. 3-1 has been a damning lead in this series. Can Oxygen change the stories? He's back into the box. Through one, follow from Toasty's too high. Krasix will try to get the pass to LJ, but no. The front line of Alpine's through and into the back of the net. 4-1 into the final minute. They gotta keep their wits about them, but it looks like the semifinals are gleaming bright for Alpine.
And that's just not the touch for Krasix. He thought he could force the opportunity, but his teammate was just too far off the ball. There was no business Krasix had going back and touching that ball. You let that one down. You let your teammate go back. Let that ball come back. You're down by 2. There was still over a minute left. Forcing the issue there was absolutely the wrong call.
Did not pay off for them 100% either way. Now, 45 seconds left. Alpine back on offense again. Can they put the nail in the coffin? Toasty gonna try, but the ball's back in his corner. LJ has been a clutch factor for this team over and over again. He's got through 2, gets the demolition, it's gonna roll, but Magic Bear's there. The redundancy built into the defense holds. 26 seconds left. 3 goals needed. It's all just a little bit too little too late. Oxygen not gonna be able, after rallying back to Game 7, Alpine will finally close the deal and advance to the semifinals of Gamers Without Borders.
Heck of a match, though. Alpine came up big time in this game, creating some solid opportunities through some demos, some mishaps on Oxygen's side, and taking advantage of it in a big way. Kinsey picking up the Game 7 MVP, and a well-deserved victory from Alpine. That 7 games wave is why I said it at the beginning, and I will say it again. If these two rosters, if they stick together for any long period of time and they both get better like I think they will, this could develop into one of the solid rivalries of Rocket League in the coming seasons. But
yeah,
Rocket League is a very tumultuous thing. I don't know if these rosters are going to stick together, but that was a fun match to watch.
Oh, it was wonderful.
It's got all the makings of a true rivalry, and I'm sure that over time it will only blossom into such. It's kind of crazy when you think about the first 6 games and the fact that I believe it was only Game 1 that had more than a 1-round goal difference. Like it's just absolutely insane to think how close this was from start to finish. Are there any determining factors from you, Jorby, as to